You are not persecuted just because you cannot put Jesus is King on a can of Coca-Cola. If you haven't seen it, Coke is doing this promotion where you can go online and customize a case of Coke and put whatever you want on it. Except some Christians went online and typed in Christ is King or Jesus is God, and it wouldn't let them do it. And they are losing their minds. Is your faith so fragile that just because you cannot display it on a can of soda that you are offended? These are the same people who accuse liberals of looking for any small reason to be offended, and they call them snowflakes. To use your words, it's a free country. If a bakery can refuse to make a cake for a gay wedding, then Coke can do this. You can't have it both ways. If you don't like it, don't buy Coke, but you aren't being persecuted. You are looking for reasons to be offended. Have some perspective. It's a can of soda. You are not being attacked. You are able to go to church anytime you want to. You can stand on the side of the street and preach the gospel of hate at pride festivals. But because a communist red can of soda won't allow you to type Jesus is King on there, suddenly you're persecuted. Our faith is not under attack. Rainbow.
The people within the MAGA movement are, and specifically the men in the MAGA movement, but everybody in the MAGA movement, are softer than baby shit. They are softer than a freshly opened jar of peanut butter. Everything offends these motherfuckers. And he's correct, right? You guys are snowflakes. You guys are this. You guys are that. You guys get offended if we don't call you by the right pronouns. You're offended by what can and cannot be written on a fucking can of Coke, a can of pop. You're offended by everything, though. You're offended by Cheerios because they have multiracial families in their advertising. You're offended by Oreos because they do rainbow cream filling during Pride Month. Speaking of Pride Month, you're offended at every company that has the gall to, for the betterment of their own bottom dollar, support and acknowledge gay people, bi people, and trans people, among others, during Pride Month. You're offended at Keurig coffee makers and Carhartt work clothing and Carrier air conditioning and Harley Davidson. You guys were even offended at stores you would never step foot in a million years. Remember when you guys lost your ever-loving fucking minds because Nordstrom wouldn't carry Ivanka Trump's line of whatever dog shit Chinese-made clothing she had? All of a sudden, people that had never stepped foot in Nordstrom were going to boycott Nordstrom. They are the softest motherfuckers on the planet. They're afraid of drag queens. Softer than baby shit.